Now, this is called a pro petal. It's probably a little difficult to see, but it's an Osborne tool, has a flat edge, and it is fairly sharp. And this tool is no different than other cutting tools in the sense that it needs to be sharpened. You can use your same little strop, but you have to be careful. You just want to pull it one direction, and again, wipe any residue off that might be on there. Now you're ready to go. Okay, now we're going to actually start lifting up the petals. Now, I'm going to take the pointy end of this tool, and I'm going to put it right down in the part of the leaf where the cut goes in. And I'm going to start pushing and just wiggling a little bit, and I'm going to move it back and forth. And I'm actually cutting. Not a lot, but I'm cutting. Now keep in mind, the leather's wet. And that helps. Another thing that's helpful is the fact that this is a piece of Herman oak leather. Nothing molds and stretches and works like Herman oak. Now as we go around here and lift these petals, you notice how I use this, my other fingers here, my other hand, to provide a base for what I'm doing. Work the tool back and forth, cutting and pushing down in as you go. Now, the tool has a flat edge like we showed you earlier. That helps you to not go too deep. So you get it started, and you work it in, going back and forth, and actually you can push this tool under the leather a long ways. You can really get carried away if you want to. Now, not everybody does, of course, but you can experiment with this tool and you'll be amazed at what you can do. There's other kinds of tools that will do the same thing, but mostly on a smaller scale. There's some stamping tools that are called undercut bevelers, and I believe B892, B60, B61 are those tools. But they're more for use on smaller areas, perhaps a belt, something of that nature. You may have to stop every now and then, sharpen your pro petal or polish it up. Remember, you can slide it under, cutting through the leather just about as far as you want to go. Then you can come back and you can actually lift up. Really lift those petals up. Just make sure the leather's wet enough to hold its shape. Now, you can probably see the amount of lift that you can attain. And with oak leaves, this is just a wonderful tool. You can make oak leaves really look good. You probably notice there's some marks here on the leather where we entered the petals. You can remove those to some degree with a modeling tool. You can re-bevel with a larger beveling tool. This small one probably won't do so great, but it does okay. And you can see it helps quite a bit. a matting tool is actually better. That works really good. As a matter of fact, as long as we're doing this, maybe I'll just take the time, grab one of those tools, and show you what a matting tool does. This is a very common matting tool. It's a lot like a beveler. Again, moisture content really helps a lot, and you can start to see what a tremendous difference using a matting tool can make. Now we've done half of it with this one. We're going to do half with another one, just so you can see the effect. This is a P005, I believe. Even a matting tool you can walk. Now if you remember all those little marks that the Pro Petal left, they're all gone. Matting tool, this one really leaves a wonderful texture. You can extend that texture out away from your design. You just don't have to hit it as hard the farther you get away from the design. So there's a couple tips. Hope you like them.